Hey everyone, welcome back to the Becoming series, exploring the deep truths and the principles that will enable you become everything you are created to be and to do. So, we're still on the eight greatest needs of the human heart, and we've tackled two of them so far. Number one, purpose. Number two, value. So, we're now going to address the third one. And what is that need? Importance. Importance. Now, I think it's interesting, for instance, were to look up um, the definition of importance, it would give you as synonyms, something like significance or value, which incidentally are the names of two other needs. But like most things, in our modern day English language, or the English language generally, although we use these terms, or we tend to use these terms interchangeably, they each have various roots, right? And um, we need to understand them individually because they play different parts in the whole, especially when we're dealing with a subject like this, which is essentially becoming based on the principle of self-manifestation. So what is importance and what is its context, right? What is its relationship to what we're discussing? Importance in this context, and in my view, really has to do with your ego. Most of the time, if not all the time, when you're angry, when you're upset, when you're hurt, it usually has to do with your ego. Your ego has been maligned or abused or bruised or trampled on, right, by some other person or by some situation. And when that happens, it affects your feeling or your need for being important. So if you're in a relationship, for instance, let's say a marriage relationship, and you constantly feel that your your opinions, the things that you say, um, your recommendations or suggestions are not being considered, right, by the other party, you do not feel important. When decisions are being made and they're made without your input, you do not feel important. When things are going on and nobody cares to hear what you have to say, right, or doesn't even feel the need to ask you, you do not feel important. And it's this cuts across, everything that concerns our lives, whether it's a relationship, in business, at work, the things that we do, everything. For as long as your importance is undermined, you would be hurt. You would be angry at yourself, at the world, at the other person. You feel that your life doesn't matter. When we hear the movements, things like Black Lives Matter, etc., what is driving that movement is this need, the need for importance. They're saying that all lives are important. Your life is important. The next person's life is important. So when your ego, the thing that gives you that sense of importance, when it is trampled on, it affects you deeply, even if you don't say it. Everybody has equal value. Everybody is of equal importance. But the degree to which our importance is recognized ties into how first of all, we're able to recognize this truth. If you don't think that you're important, or if you don't feel that you're important, the tendency that you'll be able to go out there with your head held high would be low. And this is a result of things that you might have passed through, your childhood, um, the experiences that you've had at work with your family, uh, relationships, your friends, etc. When you have been made to feel less important than other people, there's a chip on your shoulder, right? Your ego is brought down. You don't value yourself. You don't think that you have anything important to say. I mean, what can I say? Why will people listen to me? Your self concept, your self worth has been damaged. But that is a need, that is a fundamental need. Our productivity is tied into our worth. If you don't feel important, you won't feel like you have importance to contribute. So we need to regain our sense of importance if we have lost it. And we need to understand that we are important to the world. And importance is tied to our value, which is why I started with value after purpose. When you know your value, you know that you are important. Therefore, when you speak based on that knowledge, people must listen to you because you are carrying a gift of value. So, if there's anything you need to remember, it is this: know that you are important to this world, but you must find out what gives you value. Until next time.